was a welcome.
That is a welcome.
Well,
An amazing welcome.
people know y'all. They're happy to see the collaboration, man.
Yeah, magical. You guys had a huge weekend. You performed at Queen Elizabeth's 92nd birthday. Now, I understand, Shaggy, this was your first time meeting the Queen or seeing the Queen in person.
Ah, yes, my first time of all of it. Royal Albert Hall is a prestigious venue, so it was really exciting for me. And I was there, and we had to raise the bar a little bit because they had their.
Certainly raised the bar, my friend. I was
Create a little
worried.
ruckus.
I was a little worried when you went out there heading towards the royal box. No, please.
Don't do it.
I was trying to high-five the Queen, man. I was like,
Well, what would you have done if she said, it wasn't me?
Drop the mic for her. Now, Steen, you've met the Queen before, and the last time was kind of a big deal.
She pinned something on me the last time. I was made
You're going to want to
a
explain
commander of the British Empire.
Wow.
And she said to me, "Are you still in the music business?"
Oh, my God.
I said, "Barely, ma'am, hanging on by my fingernails." And then she said, "The rainforest? Still burning, ma'am." I was out of there. But,
Short and sweet.
Well, the new record is called 44876 in reference to the country codes of England and Jamaica. So a lot of it is up and breezy, but as I know you always are, there is some finger in the pulse of what's going on in the world today.
absolutely.
It's a very sunny record. It's a great record to dance to. There's a lot of light and hope in it. But we're dealing with some issues that are quite dark and frightening and threatening, like immigration and the Dreamers.
Yeah.
And he's an immigrant, I'm an immigrant, he's a veteran, and we feel we have a right to say something.
Yeah, we want to
in
use this.
support of the Dreamers.
We want to use this album as a platform for our voices to be heard.
Yeah.
I mean, I think being a veteran, and it has earned me that right, you know. And if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Right?
You're actually a Marine,
Yeah.
so Semper Fi, and you fought in Desert Storm.
Hoorah.
So you're a veteran, amazing, yes.
Thank you.
How did you decide to join the Marines?
It's adorable.
That was
That's when I was cute.
Yeah, how did you decide to join the Marines?
You know what? I was in Brooklyn at the time doing everything that I shouldn't be doing. And,
Brooklyn will do that to you.
well, it ain't like the Brooklyn now. Now it's kind of
No.
gentrified.
Yeah.
But, I'm smart enough to know that if someone walks and step in a hole and break his leg, step over it. And, I just decided
So
to...
you ended up in Desert Storm?
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. But I learned a lot in the military. I did my growing up there. I think it was the military was something that prepared me for what I was going to do, which I had no idea, which was music. This is where I get up early in the morning for top morning radio shows, and I, go to radio station and TV stations straight till the night, do concerts, and come back and start over in the morning. And I do this on different time zones.
Yeah.
And we've been working our butts off the whole time, and
We are.
the military prepared me for that, I think,
That's amazing, yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for serving.
Yeah.
I always have to say
Thanks
that.
to all our service members, man, absolutely.
You shot the Don't Make Me Wait video in Jamaica.
I did.
And I understand it's a special place, obviously, for you, but for you as well.
I spent a lot of time in Jamaica in the 80s, and it's had a huge influence on my music, obviously. But also, I wrote some of my biggest songs living in the house of Ian Fleming, who wrote the James Bond books. I sat at his desk, and I wrote Every Breath You Take. So I figure there's something there's something in the air. There's something magical on the island. I can't quite pin it down, but so I was very happy to go back with Shaggy and raise money for the Bustamante Hospital, which is the only children's hospital in the English-speaking Caribbean. And that was my way of saying thank you to the island and its people. So thank you.
And you know Stranger, by the way, to Jamaica.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
We did a movie called How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
And she was in my video. She was on my video with me and Janet Jackson.
I forgot that.
Yeah. Tay Diggs and all of that.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean?
When your
That's right.
resume's so long, you forget something.
But I have to tell you, Sting and I go kind of way back. Sting spent a little time in Berkeley with the band when, what was the album? Oh, gosh, I can't
help
remember.
you.
I know. No, it was
Too long ago.
I know. But he met my mom, and we fed her. I mean, this is a great. I mean, to me, to see the two of you together is kind of wonderful because I know you're always trying to make the world better, and it's wonderful to see you saying, yeah, we're all trying to do this,
Yeah.
and bringing folks up.
Yeah.
So
We're all-
thank you
this is
for
just a
everything.
feel-good album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shaggy, we know you from all your hits, like Bombastic, Obviously It Wasn't Me, Angel, but I understand your speaking voice is different than your singing voice.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Obviously, I was in the military, so I used to run and sing cadence. And because I had a knack for making up funny cadences, so they would call me out to do it. So we'd run 4 miles, whatever.
Like left,
Yeah,
left.
so I'd be like,
Go and do one.
Right.
Your
be
favorite.
like, I don't know, but I've been told I hear Sting wears pantyhose. But we make a little funny. But I didn't know that was voice training because you're running for 4 miles, 3 miles,
Right.
whatever it is, and you're singing at the top of your lungs. Love, right, love. You know, it's coming from the gut. And so when I started making records,
That
it
voice
was just,
emerged.
yeah, the voices came out.
Well, you have a voice.
And the fact that you got your leg up like that makes me very...
He's a yoga guy, though.
yogi right here, man.
I was showing off there.
Well, the bromance is kind of clear here. We're already seeing shades of this, and I know it's a joke between even your wives a little bit. We want to find out what you've really learned about each other
Okay.
in a little game called Isn't It Romantic? Okay, so I'm going to give you a series of questions, and you tell us what you know about each other, okay?
All right, here we go.
What are your favorite lyrics of his to sing along to?
Something about the bathroom floor. Can't quite remember the rest of the line, but it's one of my favorites.
Every breath you take. I
Yeah.
think that's just, that's iconic, man.
Who's-
It's
oh, sorry.
great, yeah.
Who's more of a morning person?
It's definitely me. Definitely me.
Yeah.
Who has the most annoying habits?
We don't have any
We don't
annoying
have
habits.
any.
Clearly not married yet. What's the other one's favorite snack?
I would say dessert-wise is vanilla ice cream. It's like it's kind of freakish. Everything's got to have, Shaggy, could we go get some vanilla ice cream?
Of all things, it's so simple.
Yeah.
You know what? Look, it's wonderful to see this collaboration. The album is wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Thank
So I'm going to say thanks to Sting and Shaggy. 44876 is available now. And you know what, y'all? You've been so good. You're going home. You've told us the Lux version of the album. We'll be right back.